Today, we're zooming in on a lesser noticed but rapidly growing cost for car buyers: destination fees. These are the delivery or shipping charges listed on the window sticker of a new vehicle, typically just after the MSRP, but recently they've been creeping higher and contributing meaningfully to sticker shock. Automakers appear to be using them as a way to absorb rising logistics, material, and tariff costs while keeping advertised prices somewhat stable. Destination fees, also called delivery, freight, or inland transportation charges, traditionally covered the cost of moving a completed vehicle from factory or port to the dealership. Nowadays, though, many analysts say these charges are becoming a de facto price increase lever. According to a recent telemetry agency piece, destination charges for major trucks and SUVs at some automakers have risen by 30% or more from the beginning of the year, with one example showing a jump from 1,995 US dollars to 2,595 US dollars. Meanwhile, Consumer Reports found that between 2011 and 2020, the average destination fee rose from about 839 US dollars to 1,244 US dollars, more than twice the overall inflation rate. The trend is clear. Buyers are being hit indirectly by cost increases that aren't always framed as price hikes. Why is this happening now? Several pressures converge. Global supply chain disruptions may have eased compared to peak pandemic years, but logistics costs remain elevated. Trucking shortages, rail constraints, longer distance shipping, and rising fuel, labor, and tariff expenses all feed into cost structures. Automakers are facing raw material tariffs, higher wages, and residual pandemic era manufacturing costs. Many find it politically or competitively difficult to raise MSRP, the advertised base price, too aggressively, so destination fees become a way to recoup cost increases without overtly inflating the base price. Analysts note that when those fees rise faster than MSRP, buyers get surprised when they walk into a dealership. Where it shows up most obviously is in large vehicles, pickups, full size SUVs, and luxury models. Because they weigh more, occupy more transport space, and incur higher freight costs, automakers justify higher destination charges, and lately they are hiking them. While some brands have kept destination fees stable or only modestly increased them, others have raised them significantly and without much public explanation. Consumer advocates argue that the destination fee is sometimes treated like a hidden markup rather than a pure pass through cost. Since many ads only show MSRP and leave destination charges as a final line item, buyers might not fully factor them into comparison or negotiation. What should consumers do? First, treat the destination fee as part of the out the door price, not just MSRP. When comparing vehicles or shopping across brands, make sure you compare actual purchase price inclusive of the destination fee. Second, ask dealers for clarification. How much of the fee is truly logistics and how much is embedded profit? While destination fees may not be widely negotiable, they are part of a larger deal. Third, be aware of trends. If a destination fee has jumped significantly compared to previous model years, that may signal broader cost pressures being shifted to the buyer. For the auto industry, the long term implication is worth watching. If destination fees keep rising, consumers may push back, demand greater transparency, or shift to used car markets where such fees don't apply in the same way. Automakers may face regulatory scrutiny around how these fees are advertised and disclosed. Some states may require destination fees to be baked into advertised prices or at least clearly flagged. The current trend, unadvertised bumps in mandatory fees, may not be sustainable if consumer sentiment shifts. In short, while destination fees are smaller than MSRP increases, their rising pace is part of a larger story about affordability, cost pressures, and how automakers manage margin. For buyers, it's one more line item to factor into the final pricing conversation. We follow breaking news, so follow us and subscribe to stay current.